Hello and welcome to The Explainer. Today we're digging into a really interesting company, SkyWater Technology, or SKYT. The big question we're asking is, could this stock actually double your money? To figure that out, we're going to try something new, a really cool AI-driven approach from Kerry over at Best of Us Investors. You know that feeling, right? You hear about some stock that's just gone through the roof, and you can't help but think, man, I wish I'd known about that sooner. It's like you're always playing catch-up, and honestly, it's one of the biggest frustrations for anyone trying to invest smart. But what if you could totally flip that on its head? That's the big idea Kerry had. What if you could build your very own team of AI analysts, a team that does all the heavy lifting to find the companies poised to lead the next big tech revolution before they hit the headlines? So let's meet the team he put together. All right, so here's the team. First up, we've got Bard. You can think of him as the storyteller, the qualitative scout. His job is to find the big picture, to look for companies with a visionary leader and a huge market that can potentially dominate. And then we have Samantha. She's our quantitative analyst, the numbers person. Her job is to take that amazing story Bard finds and really put it to the test with cold, hard financial data. Now, this team doesn't just look for pretty good stocks. No, Kerry set a very clear, very ambitious mission for the Best of Us investors community. The goal is to find stocks that have the real, credible potential to deliver more than a 100% return on investment in just 3 years. That's a high bar. So with that mission in mind, Kerry pointed the AI team at SkyWater Technology. Bard gets the first crack at it, and he's looking for that big picture narrative. What's the story here? What makes SKYT a company we should even be talking about? And wow, Bard's report gets right to the heart of it. SkyWater isn't just in one interesting market, it's at the crossroads of several massive global trends. We're talking about the foundational chips needed for cars and industrial tech, its critical role in aerospace and defense, and a huge opportunity in advanced computing for AI and even quantum. These aren't just markets, they're massive tailwinds, pushing the company forward. And this might be SkyWater's secret weapon. It is one of the only Department of Defense accredited trusted foundries in the entire country. You know what that means? It's certified to make the secure microchips for our most sensitive military and defense systems. That's not just a seal of approval, that is a deep, powerful competitive moat that's really hard for anyone else to cross. The company's vision is huge. The CEO, Thomas Sonderman, doesn't just see them as a chip maker. He says they're creating a national asset for technology development. I mean, that one quote tells you everything about the scale of their ambition. So, Bard's conclusion is pretty clear. The story here is incredibly strong. So, Bard has found us a fantastic story, a massive opportunity. But, you know, a great story is only half the battle. Now it's time to hand things over to Samantha, our quantitative analyst. Her job is simple. Do the numbers actually back this up? Okay, so Samantha's first look is this financial report card. And right away, you can see it's a mixed bag. A D for profitability and a C for solvency, which is its ability to handle its long-term debt, might make you pause. But here's the key. You have to look at the trajectory. The company's been investing heavily, and it's just now starting to emerge from that. Those B grades for efficiency and liquidity show the foundation is getting solid. Those negative numbers, they're shrinking, and fast. Next up, Samantha takes a look at the valuation. So its price-to-book ratio, which is basically the stock price compared to the company's physical assets, is over 7. That's definitely on the high side. And its price-to-earnings ratio isn't even a useful number yet because of its recent losses. So what does this tell us? It tells us the market is not valuing SkyWater on where it is today. It's placing a huge bet on its explosive future growth. And that bet on the future brings us to the most exciting part of Samantha's whole analysis. Based on the story, the financial trends, and the market opportunity, she's mapped out 3 possible future paths for SkyWater's stock price. This is where it gets really interesting. Let's break this down. First, you've got the conservative case, where the stock kind of stays flat. But look at the moderate case, which is like the base scenario. Samantha's projecting a price of around $20 by January 2026, climbing up to $27 by January 2028. And then you have the aggressive scenario. If everything really clicks into place, We could be looking at $30 in 2026 and a potential price of $40 by the start of 2028.
Okay, so we've heard the amazing story from Bard. We've seen the hard numbers from Samantha. Now it's time to put it all together. Combine that qualitative and quantitative analysis and get the final unified verdict on SkyWater technology.
And the final score from the AI team is an 80 out of 100. Now, in the Best of Us investor system, that's considered an attractive investment. What it means is there's high confidence in the company's potential, but it's balanced by the very real risks that come with execution and market changes. It's a strong green light, but not a slam dunk.
So we know it's an attractive opportunity. But now for the real question. Does it clear that high bar we talked about, the one set by the Best of Us investors community? Can this stock deliver a 100% return in the next 3 years? And the answer is a pretty convincing yes. Let's do the math. For a 100% return, the stock needs to go from about $12 today to $24. Well, in the moderate case, the target for early 2028 is $27, which is more than our goal. And in that aggressive case, the target is $40. That's not just meeting the goal, that is smashing it, with over a 200% return. And this really brings us to a powerful conclusion. It's not just about this one stock, SkyWater. It's about a whole new way to think about investing. You see, being a truly informed investor isn't just about finding a stock that could go up. It's about understanding exactly what needs to happen for that to become a reality. It's knowing that for SkyWater to double, it has to hit that moderate growth plan we saw. That level of clarity is what separates just guessing from truly informed investing. And that clarity? That's the entire mission behind Best of Us investors. As the founder, Kerry says himself, his goal is bigger than just picking stocks. It's about leveling the playing field and giving regular people, like you and me, the tools and the chance to actually benefit from all this incredible innovation that's shaking our future.
So if you're tired of feeling like you're always a step behind, think of this as your invitation to start investing with real clarity. You can learn more about this whole process, and you can join the community over at bestofusinvestors.com.
Because in the end, the real power isn't just knowing what to buy. It's understanding why. And that just leaves one final question. What company will you have your AI team analyze first?